This conference will now be recorded.
Once again, good evening to everyone. Hope my voice is audible to everyone. Can anyone confirm me?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yeah, thank you for the response, ma. So I have shared my screen. Please confirm with that also. Is that my screen is visible?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir,
it's
it
audible,
is.
sir.
Yeah, thank you, ma. So in the last class, we had been doing with certain functions in the Excel. So today we are going to continue with some advanced feature which is going to be helpful for the purpose of financial modeling calculation. So till now, whatever we have learnt, it's not, it is only a basic. It is going to be a advanced functionalities also because it is a very important as an person who is doing with a bachelor degree. So the expected skills. So in that, commonly you will be asked with such type of situational questions. Okay, what to implement in what situation you should be able to understand with it. So now the next concept what we are going to discuss is referencing. So here we have the client, that is the bank names. So here we are going to get certain amount with the discounted rates. So let's assume it that the amount of 12,000. So on this we are supposed to get a interest amount of 5%. So how we can be able to calculate this? So we have to calculate. So let me take it instead of discount. Let me put it as interest so that it may be easy to connect with. So interest. So interest amount. Yes. So let me calculate this. How to calculate this is on the 12,000 rupees, there is an interest amount you are going to get it as 5%. So this will be equals to, so select the cell of the 12,000, that is a B11, and multiply. When there is a percentage, you are supposed to multiply with and select the cell which has to be multiplied with. So that is 12,000 into 5%. It is nothing but the B11 value into B6 value. So B is a columnar reference name and 11 is a row name. Okay, a combination of row and column is called as a cell reference. So now I have calculated this, which is going to give me the value of 600. So now when it is the same functionalities as or the formula to be applied, so what we can be able to do it over here. So when I want to apply the same formula on all the other cells, so what has to be applied here? So how do I get all the values filled up automatically? So do anyone remember? How do I bring the calculated values on all this cell value? Do anyone remember? Okay. So it is you are either using the mouse and you are going to drag this, or you can be able to select the cells where it has to be filled up and use the shortcut key as Control D. So it is going to calculate in this way. So why it is like this? So whereas when I'm going to calculate it 12,000 into 5%, it is calculating 600 properly. But when I am going to put the cells which is connected to this cells, why it is not calculating? So you should be able to understand, that is by going to the cell where it is not calculated properly, use F2 and see that what are the cell references have been taken. So is it the right cell references has been used for calculation? Is there anything wrong over here?
It's supposed to be B6.
It's supposed to be B6. Yes, correct. Okay. So what happens when I'm going to drag it? So it is going to take those cells by the previous reference. It is going to take the next cell references. So here the B11 was 12,000 and B12 is 5,600. When I dragged it down, so it has taken the next cell reference, that is B12. It was correct. But when I want to calculate this B12 value with B6, when I dragged it, it has selected as B7. So it's a common functionality that it is going to take the next cells when you are going to drag it. Okay. Now, what is that we are supposed to do? It is we have to fix that 5% value, that is a B6 value, should be used in all the selected cell values. I have to give a command in the first answers itself that let this, the first cell, the B11, let it get changed because B11 is 12,000. If I drag it down, it should be B12. When I drag it down, it should be B13, 8,900. So like that, this has to get changed, but the B6 value should be the same. It has to be fixed. So in such situation, what you are supposed to do it is, you should bring the cursor on that particular cell reference name, which has to be fixed. So that is by using F4. So press F4, it is going to fix it by using the dollar symbol. So that is a constant. You are making it that cell reference as a constant value. And press enter. And now if you are going to drag it or select the cells, Control D, if you do it, it is going to take it the values properly. So now you can see that it has taken B12, but the B6 value is fixed over there. So same thing, if I go to the next one, it has taken B13, but B6 is been fixed over there. Is that understood, everyone? So you should be able to see that which cell reference values should be fixed and which has to be changed from cell to cell when you are going to drag it. Is that understood, everyone? Or should I repeat it?
Understood,
If in
sir.
case, yeah, if it is clear, please type it as clear in your chat box. In case if you are not able to unmute yourself and tell me, so you can put it in the message that you are clear what we have done till now. Good. Good. Thank you for the responses. I hope everyone are able to hear me and they are able to see my screen. So try to be be interactive. So it will be helpful to you as well as to me to that whether you people are able to understand with that. Okay. So now this is a situation where I have the same values. So the same bank name, and here I'm going to take it as interest percentage. Okay. Yeah. So now let me put this. So here the situation is, there we had only 1% for all the values, but here there is a application of the percentage for different percentages, same amount but different percentages. So in this case, what we can be able to do with, can anyone guess how we can be able to calculate this? Try it out. Either it is a right or wrong, that's okay. But I want you people to try it out.
Will it be B28 into dollar C dollar 25?
Okay. So P28 into it's C25, and this should be as dollar. That is F4. Is this is correct, ma? Is it the same what you said, or should I make any changes in this?
No, sir, this is what I said.
Okay, good. So now I'll apply this value. So now if I'm going to take it on the right hand side and if I take it on downwards, say by giving a proper referencing will help you to get a complete table will be filled up in a second. Okay, with this selection of the functionalities, the constant keeping referencing you are going to give it, it should give the answer for the whole table. So let us see that whether it is going to give this answer. So if I'm going to press Control R, that means the selected cell value will give it on the right hand side, and then press Control D, it will give it on the downward side. So is it giving the right answer? See, when you are going to apply the form, the referencing what you are given, it is getting applied only for the downward side. On the downward side, it is getting applied properly. But when it comes to the right hand side, so it is not the right calculation or the right way of giving that dollar symbol. Okay, so how do we approach with this? So let me go back to that same cell value. Okay, I'll press F2. So now you should be able to understand that when you have such kind of a situation, so you should be able to understand what is common between these two cells, and when it comes to the next cell, so what could be the common things you can find it. Okay, so now when you are going to calculate it with 12,000 into 5%, so obviously when I come to the next cell of 10,000, so 5% is fixed. So 5% only it has to calculate. But when I move to the next cell, so it has to calculate 10%. Okay, it is not going to calculate only 5%. It has to be calculated at 10%. Okay, so when I'm going to drag this, it is showing as 30. Why means because it has taken the C28, that is 600 value, into C25 value as a fixed percentage. So that is, it has calculated 600 rupees into 5% instead of 12,000 into 10%. Okay. So what should I do it in this case means? So press F2. So here you should find it what is common in between these two row and column data. Okay. So now when I'm going to take it 12,000. So what is the cell reference of 12,000?
B28, sir.
B28. Then what is the cell reference of 10,000?
B29,
Then 9,000.
B30,
Okay. So what is the common thing you have it in all these three?
column B,
So B has to be fixed. Okay. When I'm moving the cursor to the next on the next percentage, it was taking as C28. So that means here the B column is fixed. So in that case, what should I do it is, I should come near to this cell reference value and press F4. So when I press F4, it will apply the dollar symbol for both B as well as 28. But what I am supposed to fix it here, is it B28 both, or is it only B, or is it only 28?
only B,
Only B. So again, I should press F4. So now it is fixed with what? Is it B or 28?
it's fixed for both, right, sir?
No, no. Can you see two double dollar symbol or one single? And if it is fixed, it will be shown in the starting of that cell reference. So now in this case, is it showing as a dollar B dollar 28 or B dollar 28?
B$28.
Yeah, that means now it is fixed for 28.
Yeah,
Okay. So the dollar
okay.
symbol has to be beginning of that cell reference. Okay. So now we have fixed this 28, which is not correct. We have to fix it what? B. So again press F4. So can you see now the B is fixed or 28 is fixed or both?
Yeah, only B is fixed.
Only B is right. Is it now it is correct? What was the common in this column data of amount? It was B was common because B28, B29, B30, 31. So in that B was common. We found out that, and we have fixed only B. Okay. So now you take this reference and tell me, so whether we are supposed to freeze it. So I can use the word as freezing. So whether I have to freeze it, is it the column C or row 25? See now, let us see. The percentage is 5%. What is the cell reference of 5%?
B25.
C25. Okay. So when you come to the 10%, what is the cell reference name?
D25.
When it comes to 15%,
EF25.
E25 and F25.
Yeah,
Okay. Now what is common in all this?
25.
25.
20
So yes, ma. Can you repeat it? What is common?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, 25th, sir.
25.
Yeah,
Okay. So now again I'll press F4 and I will keep it freezed with one thing. So is it 25 is freezed or C is freezed?
25.
25. So is it right that I have to freeze 25 or C?
25, sir.
Right? So if I press enter on this, I have been freezed with the dollar B, that is B I have freezed, and 28 will get changed. When it comes downwards, so it will be B28, B29, it will be keep on changing with the row wise. When it comes to the C25, so the row is fixed, that is 25 is fixed, whereas column it is going to get changed. C column, that is C25, here it is D25 in the 10%, E25 and F25 like this, and press enter. Okay, so now if you are going to take this, select the cells, and either you can drag this or you can press Ctrl R. So is it right now it is calculated? The values are correct, and you can check
Yes,
it
sir.
out, the cell references also. So it is 25 is fixed, so it has changed to D. Same way here, B28, E25, and next B28 and F25. Okay, so now if I'm going to bring the answer on the downside, Control D. So is it calculated correctly? And you can see the cell references. See, the B is fixed, so it has taken 29. 25 is fixed, it has taken C. Same way here also you can see.
Sir, so basically, if we press F4 button
Yeah,
twice, will the
yeah,
double sign symbol, I mean dollar
yeah.
sign
It
move?
will be keep on changing. It will be keep on changing.
Okay,
Okay.
to
First
from
time
like
when you
left to right
press,
or
yeah,
F4.
yeah.
Okay,
If you
sir.
press F4 first time, it will be $2. Again F4,
Okay.
$1. Again F4, $1. Again F4, it will remove the dollar symbol.
Okay, sir.
Is that clear?
Yeah, yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So now I'll give you another value as an assignment. You people can be able to do with this. Okay. I wanted you people to do this and send the screenshot of this particular case number 3 to me and
వా
tell me
లేదు మా
whether you were able to do it or not.
చేతు చేసినాము అడుగు ఇట్లా డబ్బా షూట్ ఇవ్వ రికమెండ్స్ వస్తుంది అంతా దానికి నామకం
What time should we send the screenshot, sir?
You can send it by tomorrow before the session starts.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah. So let us go to the next one. So the next, the very important, when it is when you are going to say that you are being good at Excel, expertise in Excel. So the very common question in any kind of interviews or in any organization, if you start to work and if they expect you to show up your Excel knowledge, so then definitely they are going to make use of this particular function, which is called as VLOOKUP. V stands for vertical. So vertical wise data, you are going to look it up. So here the lookup means what is that you are trying to find the information related to. So that is lookup value. So related to that, what all the informations do you want to bring it? Okay. So now here there is a data, a small data. Usually if it is any organization, it won't be this much easy, simple things. But if you know this, how to implement it, how to make use of it, then it will be easy to you to get the answer, even if it is a 10,000 lines of data. Okay. So you can be able to see that what it is asking for. So here there are columns in the name as employee ID, name, gender, age. So this is the given data. So in this employee database, you are supposed to find it for this particular employee ID. What is the name it has been given in that data? And what is the age of that person? As per the database, what is the name of this employee ID holder? And what is the age of that person? Okay, so this is what we are going to say it. So we have two types of function. One is VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. So how do I identify? How do I come up to a conclusion that whether should I apply with VLOOKUP formula or a VLOOKUP function or HLOOKUP function? So when you are given data, it is in vertically. So that is columnar data. So very common that you will be having a data in a columnar wise only. So when you have a columnar wise data, so then it is applicability of VLOOKUP. So in case if the data is given in this format, this is yeah. So here this data, it is in the row wise. So you can see the heading, it is given with row wise. Okay. So when you have a row wise data, you can apply with HLOOKUP, that is horizontal lookup. Then when you have a data in the columnar wise, then you are supposed to apply with VLOOKUP. Hope you people have got an idea on this. So the next thing is how to find this information. So now equals to, so give the function what you want to apply with. VLOOKUP. So select this VLOOKUP. Then here you should read out in this bracket what all the things it is asking for. So here the lookup value is the data what it is asked for. So what is that data means? So it is asking that to find out the information about this employee ID holder. Okay, so that is lookup value. So after giving one information, to go to the next criteria, so give it a comma. Okay, so you can see here in the bracket, so the thing which is highlighted, that information we are supposed to give it. So to get that highlighted with the next one, you have to give a comma. Okay, so the next thing is it is asking about the table array. So table array means from where do you want to identify, from which data you are supposed to find this information. So now you can select this. Okay, so suppose if you are going to select it the whole table. Okay, so this is the whole table we have been selected with. In this, the next thing, comma. So can you tell me in the selected table how many columns are there? So in the selected table, how many columns data it is available? Can anyone try?
5, sir.
Good. It is 5-column data. So in this 5 columns, which which number column we are supposed to find the information regarding? So we have to find the name of an employee ID number. So here the column number of a name is of what number out of that 5?
Third.
Third one,
3.
right? So I have to give that column index number, then comma. Now, are you supposed to find anything related to this condition, that is the lookup value, or is it exact the information what you have it related to that employee ID? Approximate means anything relevant. Exact
We need
match
exact
means
information.
exactly what it is there for this employee ID. Let me have this information.
We need
So
exact
which one?
information.
We need exact information. So we have to choose it with false. So here we have a true and false option. So we have to select with false, that is exact match information. So after selecting this, so you can press tab so that it will get selected. Use the tab key to select it. Okay, whenever you are going to use the equals to select from the list, you are always supposed to use it with tab key. Okay, so these are the information which we are supposed to find it. Now close this bracket and press enter. So here it is not giving this information. Why? So here why it is not giving the information means, so let me
We have
explain you.
selected the entire column
Ah,
names also, right, sir?
yes. So we are supposed to select it from the column from where we are supposed to start with. The lookup value is there from what column? See, we have started
Sorry,
from
sir.
B12. We have started from B12 to F24, right? So what
Yes,
is the
sir.
B12 value?
It's column name, serial number.
Serial number, right? So my data, it is after employee ID. Okay, so we are supposed to select it from the place where it is going to start with the lookup value. Now I am going to select this table. Now, how many columns of data we have selected?
4.
4. In this 4, the name will be in the column number
2.
2. So let me give it this, and we wanted exact match. So for that reason, it is called as false. And press enter. So are you getting the answer? So let me check it out. So I'll press Ctrl F to find it and type this number 982118133. See, can you see here the same number data we have it, and the name of this ID holder number is Ops Patsy. Is it the same name it is showing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is how you are supposed to give with VLOOKUP function. So can you try with this? So to find the age of this person. Okay, so let me not give this. It may be easily you can make it out. Let me try this. I want this ID numbers age. I don't want the above one. I want this person's age. So can you guide me how to do this?
is
How to start
is
with
equal to
is equal to, very good. Then
VLOOKUP.
yes, we have to write the function name as VLOOKUP and activate that. Yes, good. Then so see the
That
bracket and
was
tell me
our
what it
P5,
is. It is asking for what?
the lookup value.
The lookup value. So you said to select with C5. Very good. I used the arrow key and I made it selection. Then next I have to go means,
The table, we'll have to select the table.
if I want to go for table array, see, as of now, which one is highlighted in that bracket? Which information is highlighted right now?
The employee ID.
No, no, no. That is selection of area. Here after
Okay.
we look up in the bracket,
Yeah.
there are certain criterias it is asking, right? So in that criterias, which criteria is presently highlighted?
VLOOKUP
The lookup
value.
value.
Lookup value, right? So if I want to do it the next criteria, so what should I do it?
A comma and then the next
Yeah.
criteria.
So no, if you press comma, automatically the second one, it will go to the next criteria, it will highlight it. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now tell me what should be selected in the table array.
It should be C12 to
Very good.
F24.
Very good. So you have selected with C12 to 24. Then
Then comma,
good.
4, and
Okay,
then
very good. Fourth column.
and then yeah, and then comma and false.
Very good. So to select that false, use
We can tab button,
tab key. Very good.
and
So
then we
close
close the
it
bracket.
and press enter. So have we got the right age of this ID person? See, is it the same?
Yes,
Is
sir.
that the right information? You got it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. Fine. So hope everyone have understood with the VLOOKUP functionality. Okay, try with others. So let me go for the XLOOKUP. Is there anyone still in any doubt? Please confirm and clear it. Okay, fine. If anyone has any doubt, you can raise it later also. Fine. So now we have a data with row wise. Okay. So now here it is asking, find out the cost of a company name which is blue. So here you can see it's a company name, and in the company name blue. So for the company name blue, it is asking what is the cost. So what is the cost of a company blue? So what is the cost value of a company named blue?
9,400.
Kindly check the screen. It is 9,400. Okay. So now So this we are supposed to find it by using the function of
Let's look.
HLOOKUP. Okay. So now use it equals to HLOOKUP. The lookup value is here. It is there. That is blue, comma. The table array. It is from the cell reference of F6 to K8. Okay. Next comma. Now it is asking for row index number. So can you see that in the selected table, how many rows are available? How many rows we have selected?
3.
Yeah, repeat.
3, sir.
3. Okay, good. So out of this 3, so we are supposed to find out of which row information.
Third row.
Third row. Good. Comma. As usual, we are going to find the exact match of it. Now you close this. Enter. So is it the same value we have got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is how we are supposed to use with VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. Okay. So practice it. So whatever we have discussed till now, it was related to the basic Excel, then advanced Excel features, so which could be helpful to you for your future. Okay. So hope you people were been able to understand in the way of my teaching. In case if you find it any difficulty, please let me know. Okay. So by this we are going to end up with the basic functionality of an Excel. Okay. So now we are going to start with financial modules. So in this, the first module what we are going to discuss with, it is going to be time value of money. So what is this time value of money? So let me,
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
yeah, go ahead now.
So this course financial analytics, like, will we be relating it to Excel and will be learning, or like financial analytics topics, or
Yeah,
is it like
financial
both?
analytics topics also will, we are going to discuss on that only. Since we are going to learn it through the Excel. So for that
Okay.
reason, and second thing is, since we are going to implement a Excel for learning the financial analytics, so there are certain things, say for example, the referencing part. We are going to use this in most of the cases because we don't want to do it anything in a everything like each and every cell calculations we don't want to do it. So we will be keep on selecting the data. We are going to do the calculation in one cell and we are going to apply that formulas or functions to multiple data tables. So for that reason, you are supposed to be aware on all the simple things. So for that reason only we came up with the basic Excel and the advanced Excel features. Okay. So
Okay.
now on whatever we are going to discuss, it will be of financial related. So whatever the features we are going to implement it, it is going to be related to the formulas functions related to the financial analytics only.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, fine. Yes. So we were talking about uh, time value of money. So here, so there is an explanation that the time value of money is the concept that sum of money is worth more now than the same sum will be at a future date due to its earnings potential in the interim. Okay. So example, if I'm going to say that, so hope you people are going to have your own finances. You are getting as a pocket money. So it could be school kids who are getting a pocket money. So, but still you people are there in the academic. So you will have the same kind of a financial support as a pocket money. So if you are being asked, you are being given an offer by your parents or the people who are supporting you financially. So if they say that, so would you like to have the pocket money? So before that, can I have a small guess by you people that what is that uh, amount you are getting it, or it is going to be sufficient as a pocket money for you monthly expenses wise? You can put your own numbers. Either it is a bigger, smaller, no issue. But I want you people to say it. So what could be your numbers as a pocket monthly expenses? Or in a accounting term or finance term, if I say the petty expenses for you people every month which you are bearing it.
Basically, it will be different like for different people. So like maybe people maybe some of us
A
may be staying in
simple, a
PG, so some
simple.
of us at home.
Yeah, that is an expenses. You have to bear it. That is our committed
Mhm.
amount which you are supposed to have it.
Then we can assume it to
So,
be like some 2000 or something.
okay, that's very nice. That is what such type of numbers I was expecting from you. Okay, so one person says as a 2000 rupees. So is there anyone who can quote it more or less? Okay, good. Uh, I had Sahana 3000. That's very nice. 2500. Then that's fine. So thank you for the responses. So let me take it with the higher value. That is 3000 rupees. So if my offer is, if you people wants to take it, the expenses as 3000 now every month, or my offer will be, do you accept it that one after 1 year I will give a lump sum amount of 40,000? So which one do you accept it? Is it every month 3000 will you accept it, or will you accept it when I'm ready to give a lump sum amount of 40,000 after 1 year? So monthly.
Monthly, sir.
Okay, but if you calculate it, which is the higher value?
40,000.
40,000. Why you are not accepting the 40,000 when it is said as it is a higher value? Why
So
isn't
after one
you
year,
are going to, huh,
the value of money will be increasing, obviously, sir.
okay, value of money is increased. Suppose if I give an offer that
Like,
I'm going to give you 50,000 after 1 year. Now, is it monthly?
um,
Are you ready to accept it 3,000, or year after 1 year 50,000?
yeah, 50,000.
That's nice. So, is there anyone still going to accept it with monthly or after 1 year? That's fine. Okay. So, yes, it was right, Vindyashree. So, today's 1 rupee is not going to be equal to 1 rupee of tomorrow's money. Okay. It is all because of the inflation rates. So, the changes in the market values. So as of now, what all the values of a product it is there, it is going to definitely it is going to increase. There is very lesser chances of getting a deflations, right? So if you are going to have some money today, so you can be able to invest it on tomorrow. Okay, that is, you can invest it for today. Sorry, you can invest it for today. So the money what you are going to get it the tomorrow, it is going to be more than what the value you have it of today. Okay, so that is the calculation it is going to tell in the time value of money. Okay, so yeah, let me come back to this. So this is a core principle of finance. A sum of money in the add has a greater value than the same sum to be paid in the future. So the time value of money is also referred to as a present discounted value. Okay, so that means it is going to be present value. It is going to be more than the future value. So when it is going to be a future value, it is going to be a discounted value. Okay, so we are going to do some calculation by implementing the functionalities like present value, future value. Okay, so give me a 2 minutes, I'll be back.